I think Cleveland is still one of the most slept on markets for new real estate investors because, especially people with the same hue as me, they want to party and nightlife. And so when you look at a city like Cleveland, it ain't really got that nightlife and party atmosphere like a Miami, Atlanta, or LA. So that keeps people away. Not overstanding that in markets like this is where you get rich at. Once you make enough money and put yourself in position, you can fly to the nightlife when you want the nightlife. So people got it confused. They want to play and party. I think the goal should be to get rich first. And once you get rich, you can play and party for the rest of your life. So I like that Cleveland is slept on. I like that we don't have an amazing nightlife because I keep most people away from the Cleveland market. And it's funny, most of my mentees, they don't live in Cleveland, Ohio. They live in LA, Miami, Atlanta, and New York. And so for them, Cleveland is attractive because when you think about those markets, take LA for example, inner city, hood property, $700,000-800,000. When you think about Cleveland, Ohio, $700,000-800,000, you could buy 6 or 7 properties. So that's what makes Cleveland stand out, like the price point, the entry point that you could buy properties for. You can get in the real estate game for under $100,000 in Cleveland, Ohio. Those other markets, you can't buy a garage for $100,000. I like that it's slept on. There's more opportunities for me, more opportunities for my kids, my mentees. That's basically that. People don't see it, cool. So that's always funny when people compare Cleveland to like Detroit. They say, okay, do you like Cleveland better than Detroit? Yes, I used to study the Detroit market. I never bought any properties in Detroit, but when I compare the markets, Cleveland to Detroit, Cleveland, the infrastructure and the jobs, like Cleveland Clinic, that's one of the biggest employers in Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland Clinic is one of the top hospitals in the world, right? So Case Western Reserve is one of the top medical colleges in the US. So most of the people that graduate from Case Western Reserve in Cleveland, Ohio, they don't leave Cleveland. They get a job at Cleveland Clinic. And so I think Cleveland is safer than Detroit. Yes, you know, it got its rough parts, but I think Cleveland is safer than Detroit. And I think we have the jobs to support the rental demand in Cleveland, Ohio. So that's why I like Cleveland over Detroit. And yeah, I may be a little biased as well because I'm born and raised, you know, in Cleveland, Ohio. That's just my take, my personal opinion. What do I feel like other investors get wrong about Cleveland? One of the things I think that they get wrong about investing in Cleveland is they don't think that there's enough opportunities. Like I get that question all the time because people see me, they see my mentees, and they feel like the property's been dried up or something, like it's not enough for everybody. And I always tell them, if you just take some time to come to Cleveland, almost every street that you drive down in Cleveland, you see opportunities. So it's not a shortage of opportunities in Cleveland, Ohio. It's a shortage of people that's committed to taking the necessary steps daily to get to the closing table. So it's an abundance of opportunities in Cleveland, whether it's the auctions, whether it's the MLS, whether wholesalers. It's an abundance of real estate opportunities in Cleveland, Ohio, for the people that's serious about becoming a student of the real estate game. I think people avoid zip codes in Cleveland because they don't understand Cleveland. They don't know the strategies that you need to use for different zip codes. So every strategy don't work in all zip codes. So you need to know, like, okay, if you in 44120, you need to know the strategy that fit 44120. 44120 is great for buy and hold. 44120 is great for turnkey flips. 44120 is great for wholesaling. So every zip code has a strategy or strategies that works best for that zip code. Sometimes new investors come to Cleveland and they jump right in the game, not understanding the zip codes, not understanding the strategies. That's how a lot of them lose. Wherever you decide to invest, you need to learn the market first. Like you learn the market first, you do your study, you do your research, you connect with the local experts that got the knowledge, resources, and relationships in that market, and that puts you at a better chance of having success in that market. You can't cut corners, because if you cut corners, you're gonna lose. You're gonna run into a brick wall. Don't cut corners. People always talk about how, generational wealth and legacy, but then they wanna cut corners. You can't cut corners and expect to build something special in the real estate game. What would I say to people that's thinking about investing in Cleveland, but they're interested in other markets as well? I would say just do your research and see which market best fits you. Do your research. Like if you're interested in Cleveland or Milwaukee or Detroit, all those are Midwest markets and they have a lot in common when it comes to just price point. It's low entry to get in those markets. So my advice is just do your research. Every city has a REHAB meeting, the Real Estate Investors Association. Every city has one of those. Google the REHAB meeting for the cities that you're interested in. Find out when they having the REHAB meeting. Pull up in the city to the REHAB meeting. At the REHAB meeting, you will meet people, whether it's title companies, hard money lenders, investors, wholesalers, people just getting in real estate, people that have been in the game for 10 or 20 years. And at those meetings, you can get a better understanding of that specific market from those people that are investing in that market. And after you gather the information and the data on the markets that you feel like you're interested in, you pick the one that best fits what it is that you want from the real estate game. Do I feel like it's a shortage of opportunities in Cleveland, or do I feel like the opportunities are getting slim? I don't think that the opportunities are getting slim. I think that, I would say 5-6 years ago, it was an abundance of properties on the MLS. Today is not an abundance of properties on the MLS, but it just means that yesterday, 5 or 6 years ago, it was easier to find a property. Now it's a little harder. But the people that decide that they're gonna be a student of the game, they not looking at they watch, seeing how long it takes. Like they in the game, running the plays consistently every day until they find exactly what it is that they want. That's it. So I don't think that it's a shortage of opportunities for people that's committed to being a student of the game. If you're not committed and you're looking for some short-term fix, you're looking to get rich quick, you're gonna quit. At the first sign of turbulence or obstacles or roadblocks, you're gonna quit. People quit every day. That's not serious. So if you're that individual and you're thinking about investing in Cleveland, Ohio, you think it'd be a good fit for your real estate goals or plan, make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe.